As a business owner, you might have a newsletter as a marketing tool, and as a business owner, you might want to save time regarding this aspect of your company. Fortunately, large language models can help you save time, even though I wouldn't really advise you to automate your newsletter creation with LLMs. In this video, you will see an overview on how to save time automatizing a newsletter process. First of all, the person that inspired this episode said that they write a newsletter where they summarize a series of news articles, and they were looking for someone who can help to automate the process. Then they also specified the steps. Ideally, this tool would ingest a series of URL of web articles, extract plain text from those links and feed the text into a custom GPT, but not necessarily something that comes from GPT, and then have the GPT summarize the article into 1-2 short sentences that mirror the tone and structure of the summaries I currently write by hand, and this is the most difficult part. On screen you see an open repository that explain one way, I want to underline it, to do this. And this repository, as you can understand, is just one step of the complete task, because you can read that it deals with Google Sheets. So then we would have to link the Google Sheets that contains something you will see in a moment to the newsletter web application. Let's go to see the details. At the beginning I said you will see also the cheapest option. In this case cheapest because it involves local run models and not GPT, that is more expensive since you pay the call to the service of OpenAI. First step, of course, is installing Ollama, that you can do going to their website. Of course, I advise you to have a Linux machine to do so, not a Windows one. Then I suggest you to use Llama 3.1, and then you create one backend of your service that is Python based. Basically, this helps us to have a URL that we can call through this, that we can call through the Google Sheets. For now, understand that the pieces of the puzzle don't look clear, but soon, hopefully, you will understand. Then they use this service to have the URL, because otherwise you have just localhost and you can't access a localhost from Google Sheets, but you can use a subdomain of your company's website instead of ngrok, and this is another step. And then you connect this backend to the backend of the Google Sheets. Of course, the front end will become the actual Google Sheet. Here they specify to change this tunnel with the URL you get through ngrok, or as I suggested, to the subdomain of your site. As you can understand, all this answered to just 2 points of the request I read minutes ago, and not the last one that said they want the summary that mirror the tone and structure of the summaries they currently write by hand. And this is, as anticipated, the most difficult part from the point of view of IT, because you need something called fine-tuning, and you have many ways to do that, and the easiest one, even though it is not so easy for who doesn't come from an IT background, is to write a certain file that has a very particular extension, where you give more than 50 examples of articles and more than 50 examples of summaries you wrote. And then you feed this data into the statistical linguistic model of your choice, and it takes some minutes to create a new model that is fine-tuned. I suggest Llama 3. You would have a model that you can call Llama 3 summaries, something like that. As a conclusion, in this video you saw how statistical linguistic models can help you to save time and also money because of the choice I suggested you. That means to self-host your model on a machine that has a graphical processing unit. If you need something similar and you want support, you can contact me for a first free call on the link you see in the description. Bye and see you the next time.